Okay, hi skiers, Bob Putnam here. We're previewing race number 6 of the virtual Tuesday night race. I'm here with Buzz Harries. Hey Buzz, how's it going?
Pretty good, thanks, Bob. How about yourself?
Yeah, really good. Beautiful day today on Sunday, and getting us ready for tomorrow. And so we got a new race. Congratulations to everybody that did last week's race. I heard a few people say it was their favorite race. Daryl actually said he really liked the race. Thanks to Reed Carter for putting that forward, and apologies for my botch up of technicality. Yeah, you made good mileage out of that, Buzz. Thanks a lot.
I've got to admit, I have botched this recording here. People won't know; they'll just see this one. But I've done it twice over now. This is third time lucky on this particular recording. So
what are we, like an hour and a half now, Buzz?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're running deep into this one, and hopefully this one's recording. And so that was my fault. Apologies.
Yeah, the last one we finished. That's a wrap, and then all of a sudden I get a text message saying, "Yeah, I can't hear your voice." Take number 3.
Take 3.
Thanks, Buzz.
Yeah, we're professionals, Bob.
Right. Okay. So anyway, this week's race is different. It's a double pole race. So no skating, no classic. You can choose whatever you want to. You can use classic skis or skate skis. Personally, I'm going to use skate skis with my skate poles. And double poling is an important part. It's an important segment of technique for both classic and skate. It's becoming so important that and powerful, and the technique has evolved over the last 10 years. The skiers are really ripping double poling. In the World Cup on classic races, they've had to put in pole requirements, so shorter poles for classic skiing. Some of the guys were using skate skis and skate poles. So they've changed that up, and then they've changed course configurations a bit to have really steep hills, so people have to diagonal stride. It is not to your advantage to double pole. And I think they also, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I seem to think that they have diagonal stride sections where you have to diagonal stride. Even if it was be faster to double pole, you still have to diagonal stride. I could be dreaming that, but I don't know. Somewhere I heard that. And a few years back, quite a few years back, there was a classic sprint race at Canmore World Cup, and the Norwegians showed up with skate skis, and they double poled the whole thing. Took place 1, 2, 3. So yeah, and everybody was shocked.
Yeah, they were poles apart from the competition, you could say.
And then in skate skiing, where we're skating all the time, I've heard figures of like 75% of your propulsion comes from your upper body. So that's moving through your poles. You're driving yourself ahead through your poles. So to work on that facet of your skate skiing is really important, and a lot of people don't do that. So we got Daryl here, and Daryl, as I mentioned, he did the Vasaloppet a few years back. It's 90 kilometers and mostly double poling. So I think there's one hill at the start, and then after that, the lead guys do it in 4 hours. So they're ripping, and it's all double poling. So Daryl spent a lot of time double poling around the Pooch Loop at WAP, and to get his mileage in, and so we're going to get him to give us some tips here.
He's got beautiful technique. Not that I know much about technique, that's why we're having yourself run us through, but it looks really clean.
Yeah, whether it's paddling or skate skiing or classic, guy pisses me off.
He's good. Daryl's good.
Okay, let's roll him.
Hi skiers, here we are for the Tuesday night race, and we're with Daryl Remmler, king of the double pole.
Thanks.
He did the Vasaloppet a few years ago, did lots of training, lots of research on double poling, so he's my go-to for technique. And this week's is going to be a double pole challenge. So here's some little tips for how to do it. How's it going, Daryl?
Good. Thanks, Bob. We're just going to make a little course for double poling so that we can focus on improving that technique. You can always improve technique. And you know, double polling's changed a lot over the last 8 years or so. You know, where before it was kind of arms out and a lot of hinging at the waist and pushing through with your arms. And now it's evolved to, you know, ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, hands drop. So your hands are in tight and you're dropping, you know, flexing through the ankle and the knee and the hip. And your hands don't go back like this. I mean, if you're going really fast, your hands will travel further behind you, but in general, they're stopping at your hip. And that's as far as they go.
Okay, why don't you give us a flyby and then, wait.
So he's now going to go into a bit of a technique demonstration here. So let's know what you think of this then, Bob. Let me know if you want to pause it.
Well, we did last time, and then that didn't work, did it? You're supposed to be the technical wizard. Anyway.
I know. So let's bring him back then.
Okay, if you want to stop it right about just at the top, right here. So he's about to load his poles. He's in a nice vertical position here. His arms are in tight. Old school technique was he might be reaching farther forward with his arms, but you're much stronger in this position where your arms are in tight. So the whole thing is a lot more compact. Okay, go ahead a little bit here. Now he drops. Here he's dropping in his ankles, knees, and hips, and then he's loading his poles. And his arms in relationship to his shoulders aren't changing. And the propulsion is coming from his weight, coming down on the, you can see right there, everything is still locked up. His arms and shoulders are all in the same spot, right? As we progress through here a little bit now, he starts to follow through with his hands a little bit. And now he goes over again. He's going to extend in his ankles, knees, and hips. Up, here he goes, brings his pole forward to recover, and a new cycle starts. He's off his heels a little bit too.
It's very compact, isn't it? There's not like a big wide spread.
Yeah, a lot stronger. And now as we go through this video, he's going to give us he's going to demonstrate old school technique a little bit.
Hey, and can you show us maybe the not so good technique?
Sure.
Okay, let's see what he does here then. Hey Bob, I just noticed someone in the background said, "Oh, I can do that for you."
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's really funny. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Demonstrate bad technique. Yeah, she volunteered. So here he goes. Let's stop it right about here. Whoop.
So we'll go back.
Right there. Whoop. Yeah. So his arms are a little farther away from his body, right? And now he's hinging a lot at the hips, and he's not really compressing. Even he's bending his knees more. Like some of the old school technique, you see the legs are completely straight, and they're pushing their feet ahead here out in front of their hips. But he's flexing in his hips more, and then a lot of follow through. So.
Throwing his hands back, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of a bit of a waste of time. Now. And as Daryl said, as you pick up speed, you might have a longer range of motion from his compact version. But here, we don't quite need to go all that way back. And you can see him bent way at the waist. His back is almost horizontal. So, yeah. I remember when I used to do that technique, my back would get really sore. And I try to do this new technique. I mean, I'm sure I have room for improvement. But everybody does, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the start of the race.
All right, let's do just that. So during this video, we're going to show you the map so you can see where to go. But at the start of this, we don't have a clear shot of where you're supposed to start and finish. So what we're going to do is show you a quick clip from the end of the race, the end of the loop, because that shows you a good visual cue as to where to start. This is the clip from the end of the race to describe what the start of the race is. So you can see how it's been lodged there, but I'll let you explain what's going on here.
So we're going to start the double pole race. This is, because I didn't shoot the clip of it, we're just going to look at the end of this lap we just did. So this is Hollyburn Trail. And if you went left here, if he went straight, he'd end up down at the bottom, but he's going to turn right here. And there's the little cabin stop right there. Good, perfect. And So this is going to be the start finish. We're going to do 3 laps. That's that cabin. To the right is this island, tree island. To the left of Daryl, in between him and the cabin, you can see the signpost there that says Cabin Island. And that's a snowshoe trail. And then across the trail from that, there's an entrance to Tree Island Trail. There it is on the right. And so that'll be the start line. If you draw a line between those two signs, that's where your start finishes. Very specific. So from here, because I shot it a little bit differently, from here what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the left. There's an intersection there. If you go to the right, you're going to go up Telemark. We don't want to go up there. We're going to go to the left, and we're going to go up Burfield. And so what I do is I ski ahead of Daryl here, and I video him coming up the trail. So, yeah.
Yeah. So we're heading toward. We're trying to find the squiggly bit, I guess.
Looking for the squiggly bit. So here he is. He's coming up that trail. At the bottom of the trail is that goes up to. Yeah. So you can see him doing a little bit skating step turns. That's okay. That's legal. So this is a Burfield trail.
Just to explain that, Daryl has come up here where he started, and he's gone left, and he's heading towards the squiggly bit there. And so this next clip picks up about here, where we're going to see yourself and Daryl go up the last bit and swing right onto squiggly bit.
So here we are going over the top of Burfield. If he carried on, he'd be going down to the left to the top of the teaching flats, but he's going to turn right. This is a squiggly bit coming up here. He's going to do some skating step turns around the corner. You can do a push. You know, if you can coordinate your pole push with your leg push, that's great.
So step turns are permitted.
Yep. And you know, again, I think the skate ski would be the weapon of choice here. Longer poles and no grip zone. Is that a dead body? What is that?
Yeah.
And then now here, this is a bit of a push up this hill, and Daryl picks up the tempo a little bit to try and keep his momentum going. And we're coming out to Sidewinder Trail.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, Bob. I'm just going to let people know what just happened. So they went up here, and you both swung down squiggly bit, and you've just seen Daryl just hit this intersection here. And so I imagine you're going to head further up Sidewinder, turn around and film him coming up there. I think that's what we're about to see next, but I guess we'll find out.
So you were mentioning about tracks,
Right.
and what we should be utilizing as skate skiers. Maybe I don't know if you could maybe shed some light on that.
Yeah, a lot of people shy away from, especially skate skiers, shy away from the tracks. There's some good advantages to be gained if you use the tracks. Quite often the tracks are faster. You know, obviously there's places where you have to skate, but if you're on the flats or on a bit of a downhill, I always jump into the tracks right away, pretty much. You can give your legs a bit of a break. You don't have to steer. Again, the track can be faster. It can be glazed over and icy, so you can make up some good ground.
And then, so just to double check, then we went up Sidewinder. So you were further up the track. We just witnessed Daryl just head this way. So that's what we've just done there.
Okay, let's have a look at this next clip here.
So you just go, you step turns between all the flags, and then
This is coming out of Sidewinder onto the power line, and then going into Crossglades, and Daryl's going to herringbone up here a little bit. That's good. That's not skating, it's herringboning. So he's.
That looks difficult.
Yeah, well, it's a little coordination with your poles and your feet, and you're hopping up the trail. You're not gliding. So, you know, if it was a classic race and he did that, that'd be fine. But if he started to glide or do like an offset, then he could technically be disqualified for skating. So, so we're going to follow those rules. So you can herringbone up that trail if you need to. If it's too steep, if it's going to be better to herringbone than double pole, go for it.
Yeah, it looks like he's got that technique down as well there. Daryl.
Jeez.
And just so everyone's on the same page here, what you just saw was Daryl come round the corner up power lines with his fancy herringbone technique, and he's on crossglades now.
Here he is. We're going along crossglades. A little bit of a hill here to come up, and then down the other hill. So now he's not jumping into the tracks here, mainly because there's a sharp corner at the bottom here. So, if the corner is really sharp and if you can stay in it, sometimes your skis will bind up in the corner and it might actually be slower, or it's just too sharp, right? So he's chosen to take the shortest line. So, he's cutting across here. So that's good. This is coming out of crossglades to telemark, double poling up this little hill here, pushing it up. Now, there's a tree here. That tree, stay to the right of that. Keep it on your right. Don't cut the corner there. I see people doing that, and I'm 220 and I like to go around that corner really fast. And if you're on the inside of that, it won't be good.
Won't end well.
Not for either of us.
So just to explain what you just saw in the last two clips, it's all just been on crossglades with Daryl heading through here. And then, so what you're about to witness, he's just coming up to the junction by Telemark at the moment. The next clip has Bob stood, further down the line here, and then you see Daryl coming up this way, and he's heading towards Sitzmark next. You're obviously decent wax is what you want for this sort of TNR, right?
Yeah, better glide. I mean, it's come in and get some Vouti, get the race version of the Vouti wax. It's really good. Initial financial investment, but it lasts a long time, and your skis will go really fast. And you want fast skis for this.
And we've got both fluoro and, non-fluoro, I should say. For well, we've got something for everyone. I'm not sure if we're even allowed to say this.
Well, we have it, and people might want to use it if they want. Banned substance, but we do have some in the back. If you come and talk to us, and we've got the good stuff in the back.
Secret handshake sort of thing, like code.
But some of the new Swix top speed is really good. The Vouti Race Pro lineup is really good. They're fast waxes. Call the store and talk to Bram or myself or actually pretty much anybody there. We all are up on our waxes and what to do. So give us a call and we can guide you through how to do that. And then for the Payak, we'll be, if you would just want us to do the work, we'll do the work for you too, to wax your skis and prep them up for the Payak.
Totally. Okay, let's see what Daryl's doing here with his double poling. Where is he at now?
We're just heading out towards Powerline on Sitzmark.
Hey, so look at the shadow there. I just want to make everyone aware that this is high action, high adrenaline filming. Look at this. I mean, I can be terrified cross country skiing when I've got poles in my at my disposal, but the idea of doing this with a mobile phone in my hand, I don't know. I would just get chest pains at the thought of it, to be honest. So kudos. Then look, coming down here with a phone in your hand, that's pretty bonkers.
Daryl's turning around. He says, "Are you keeping up?" We're going down the power line here, picking up some speed past crossglades, and then we're turning into Sidewinder here.
Oof, that was fast.
Over the corner, yeah. And you can carry your speed along here, working hard. There's lots of little rolling undulations in the trail, and so don't wait till you get to the trail before you start to pull. Try and pick up your pace before you get to that uphill. And I think I had a little oops here.
Yeah, this way.
Whoa.
Oh, that clip's really good. That's really funny, that clip. No one was injured though. That's the important thing.
That's right.
And just to orientate everyone in case you're new to this game, this is where Bob was going here. Here's where the heroics were, holding his phone, coming down here, chasing Daryl. big action shot, passes cross glades. He tucked into Sidewinder and then had a little bit of a phone wobble there. And then in the next clip, you're going to see Bob and Daryl sort of go down Sidewinder. They ignore Squiggly Bit on the right-hand side and they turn to the left. They hit lower telemark and then they come down. So you'll see when they hit this point, you'll be able to see a view of the lodge, and they hook round an island. You can't quite see it on here, which is why you should just pay attention on the video as to what island, the tree island, that you need to go around to complete the lap. Have a look at it. Run us through how we should be ending. End strong, I imagine.
Yeah, big downhill. It says
This is back on.
Squiggly Bit. Have we passed that, or is that coming up?
I think it's coming up. Is it? You sort of ignore it soon, right?
Yeah, we're gonna not go down Squiggly Bit. Take a left.
There we go.
Squiggly Bit.
So again, a little downhill here, and then kind of a little uphill. So again, use that momentum to get up and over those little hills. There we go. You can see Daryl pulling. And now we're coming out to Telemark Trail. And that right hand, you can see looking to the left to make sure that there's no traffic coming here. Because if you just, people get in the zone, they don't even focus, and someone could be coming down to the left and kabow. So, pay attention to the traffic while you're out there, ski racers. Don't want to give us all a bad name. This is not the Tour de France. The general public have the right of way. Please don't yell at anybody. So coming around the tree island here, Polyburn Trail. We've already reviewed this. And then coming into the finish here to that line.
You've got a loop round.
Yep.
Not just go straight through back to the start there.
Yep.
Lovely.
Thanks, Daryl.
That was great fun.
Yeah,
Excellent. Good course. 3 laps.
3 laps.
6K.
Okay. Enjoy your Coast Outdoors toque.
Yeah, and I just want to reiterate about safety while we're out there racing. It's funny what I hear people say, or I hear, some guy was yelling at the general public because they were in their way. I mean, you're not the most important person out there just because you're doing the race. So give the beginners and slow skiers a wide berth. Because they don't know that you're totally in control, and if you whiz by them with a hair in between you, it's not nice. So really try and respect the general public and the people that are learning. We want to make a good environment for everybody up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, and then so we've got some upcoming events as well. Like we should really be telling people about. They're quite exciting, right?
Yeah, well, Buzz, you're doing the communications for the national championships. It starts around training starts around the 16th, 17th, and then there's jumping and Nordic combined races then, and then on the 19th, which is a Saturday, is the ski North American Continental Cup ski jumping championships. And you said there was some people from the Olympics will be there.
Totally. Yeah, I'm really pumped. Like, I mean, ski jumping is quite a spectacle anyway, but they there's some bronze medalists. If you've been following the Olympics, they picked it up as the team, ski jumping, and some of them will be there. Like they could potentially have their silverware, their bronze medals with them, and you'd be able to see them flying through the sky. I mean, it's quite a day.
Yeah, and that Saturday, the whole competition from the 19th, so there's also the end of the U.S. Super Tour, and then there's Canadian National Skate Classic Championships, and there's going to be a Merchants Village there, lots of good deals on gear, so Coast Outdoors will be there, Solomon, Rossignol, Fisher, Swix, Madshoosh, KV Plus poles, Rundle Sport poles, Blizz Eyewear, Vouty. Kintec will be also there on the weekend of the 19th. So Kintec is probably Vancouver's premier running shoe store on the North Shore. Really great people. They really know their stuff. And then the whole atmosphere at the on the 19th at the ski jumping event. There's who do you say who's coming up? The beer?
Oh yeah, we got this Househound Brewing. So yeah, tasty beer will be at hand, and there's going to be a DJ live, pumping out some tunes. It's going to be a real festival sort of vibe, you know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come on up, and also they need volunteers because it's run on the backs of volunteers. And this is the biggest event at Whistler Olympic Park since the Olympics.
Place to be.
Yep. Okay.
Nice.
This is a wrap?
I think so. I think that was a good one. Thanks, Bob.
Okay, thanks, Buzz. And have a great day. Have a good race this week, skiers. And we'll see you out in the trails.
Perfect. Enjoy, everyone.
Bye.